This is Twit.
Sony announced on a live stream this morning a new PlayStation Vita coming to Japan October 10th for 18,980 yen. That's about $190 US. The Vita PCH 2000 comes with 1 gigabyte of onboard storage, is 15% lighter, 20% thinner, and claims an additional hour of battery life. Sony also revealed the PS Vita TV. That's a set-top box that can play Vita titles on a television as well as connect to a PS4 to play games remotely. The Vita TV will retail at 9,480 yen. That's about $95 US from November 14th in Japan.
Xbox Music for iOS and Android is launching today and will rival major streaming music providers, the likes of Spotify and Rdio. As a customer, the first 6 months of streaming will be free to attract users who can then upgrade to the Xbox Music Pass, which is $10 a month or $100 a year, which includes mobile access. You don't get mobile access otherwise. It's not yet clear if streaming will be free or the Xbox One version that launches this November.
There's a new app for iPad that's making the news, and it's called Coast. Surprisingly, this app is not about the trials and tribulations of the 35-year-old soap by the name of Coast. It's actually a web browser by Opera. Now, Coast by Opera is an almost chromeless browser that relies mostly on gestures to navigate. A left or right swipe replicates back and forward buttons. Bookmarks are displayed as giant squares. The Opera team says it's looking into bringing the browser to other platforms outside of iOS.
Verizon's legal challenge against the FCC's 2011 Open Internet rules goes to court today in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. Verizon argues the rules are a, quote, arbitrary and capricious restriction of Verizon's free speech rights. One of the judges hearing the case, David Tittel, authored the 2010 opinion that struck down the FCC's attempt to punish Comcast for net neutrality violations.
I love that word, capricious. Facebook is giving a few media partners access to a brand new public feed API and keyword insights API. The former lets a network like CNN or BuzzFeed see a real-time fire hose of public posts mentioning a specific word. Hey, that sounds like a different service. The Keyword Insights API aggregates all of the public posts mentioning a specific word and then provides anonymous stats about the age, location, and gender of the user posting the updates. The tools are designed to help news networks capitalize on responses to current events, but also understand more about their own audience metrics and engagement for primetime programming.
Google's trying to work out a deal with the European Commission to avoid a $5 billion fine. More than 2 months ago, the European Commission asked Google to address antitrust concerns, such as blocking competitors in its search results and favoring Google's own services in its search results. EU Commission spokesperson Jonathan Todd said the Commission is assessing Google's proposal, but didn't give any details as to what's in the proposal. Maybe unicorns and candy?
Really? Nah, probably not. Get ready for ads on Instagram. Facebook's photo sharing service has topped 150 million users and is preparing to start displaying ads by the end of this year. Instagram posted that 50 million of their users joined in the last 6 months.
Hey, remember all that talk about Amazon working on the new smartphone?
Yeah,
and maybe
cool.
it might even be free because
Yeah.
Amazon
Awesome.
does things like that in order to entice a lot more customers to the Amazon marketplace. Well, yesterday, Amazon told All Things D that no, it indeed had no plans to launch a phone this year. And even if it did, it wouldn't be free. I don't know if they said it that way, but I like to think so. Although well into the tablet market, Amazon reportedly still is trying to weigh what type of business model and product would set it apart in this competitive world of smartphones we live in.
So we're totally not launching a phone, and when we do, it won't be free.
Killjoy.
Google, Facebook, and Yahoo have filed suit with the U.S. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court requesting the right to publicly disclose the number and type of national security requests the companies have received from the U.S. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Director James Clapper has agreed to release aggregate numbers, but this has not satisfied the companies. All three companies, along with several dozen others, sent a similar request in a letter to Congress and the U.S. president back in July.
Seagate announced a new hard drive designed for mobile devices like tablets. The Seagate Ultra Mobile hard drive is a 2.5-inch hard disk drive, but is just 5 millimeters thick and could offer capacities of up to 500 gigabytes with a max transfer rate of 600 megabytes per second. The new drives are paired with Seagate's mobile enablement kit, which allows a spinning disk to survive things like vibration, shock, and even a fall. Seagate says the Ultra Mobile hard drive also consumes very low power, lower than that of most SSDs, actually.